Hello everyone watching this live video. As you can see by the title, it is true. I have to leave my dorm. The day that they're kicking us out basically is March 23rd, but I will be leaving Tuesday. So now I'm very overwhelmed and I didn't realize how much stuff I had. I always get a storage unit, but I never realized how much stuff that I have. So I'm going to somehow have to limit even more. Um, because while I will be getting a storage unit like I always do, this is so far the stuff that's going in the storage unit, which is fine. But I have so much stuff like this stuff and this stuff is all going in a storage unit. Um, but I need to limit the stuff that I'm taking with me. Hello everyone joining in. Yeah, they're kicking us out of the dorms on we have to be out by March 23rd. But I'll be leaving Tuesday, which is the 17th. So I'm just extremely overwhelmed with getting down all this stuff and really packing everything. It's very chaotic. I have to really decide what I want to take with me. I'll probably check 2 or 3 bags because I will be returning to Maryland for the remainder of the year. So that's what the best option would be for me. I can't go back to Charlotte. So I will be going to back home to Maryland starting on the 17th of March, which is next Tuesday. So hi Mel. So yeah, that being said, I need to figure out if I can even like make things less I have so much stuff, you guys. Like I even have stuff out here that I'm getting rid of. Like this is stuff that I've already determined that I'm getting rid of, taking to a Goodwill or throwing away. That does include the bassinet. I don't need it. I shouldn't have got it in the first place, but I really wanted it for pictures and didn't think about how it was going to affect later on how much stuff I have. I really have a lot of stuff, and I didn't realize how much until now. I'm being forced to hurry up and move out. Like all this stuff, that's all all this stuff I've been using for like props and stuff for photos when I'm selling dolls. All this stuff has to go either in a storage unit or get donated or tossed out. So as far as my channel goes, it will continue. I will be continuing to paint, which is another reason why I have to check so many bags on the plane, because I'm bringing my oven, and inside the oven I'm going to put all my supplies. But I'm not going to be doing that yet. I'll probably pack all of that stuff on Sunday because I'm going to finish her up, and so I have to wait till I finish her up, which will be either tonight or probably tomorrow, maybe Sunday at the latest. But all that stuff gets packed up last. That oven is being thrown away. It's broken, but this oven and all my painting stuff is I have to find a way to get it into a suitcase. Check that suitcase. I have a check bag for myself. I'm going to put just a little bit of baby clothes in with that. So that gets to my dolls, who I'm bringing with me. Because of the situation, I have determined that my only really option is to put both of them in storage. My only option is to put them in storage and take her with me when she's completed, because of how much stuff I'm going to have to take to the airport and fly with. So I'm going to package them up now just so they're out of the way. Yeah, I'm going to package them up now so they're out of the way. So the whole reason all of this is happening is because my college in the state of North Carolina is overreacting to the coronavirus. Um, Originally, they were just going to extend spring break until next week, and then starting on Monday the 23rd, we were going to transfer over to online classes. That was the original plan. However, something along the line changed. So So that was going to be a temporary thing. They were going to switch over to online classes for a little while, but it wasn't going to be for the rest of the year. Something, I don't know what changed within the administration of the college system in North Carolina. They decided that it would be better for everyone, apparently, to just do online classes for the rest of the school year. Now, that wouldn't have been so much of a concern. However, they then decided that that meant that students who were living in dorms, unless they had an extreme circumstance, we have to leave by the 23rd. Like our cards will no longer swipe after that day at 8 a.m. So basically we have to be out unless you have a circumstance that warrants you staying, which they wouldn't probably count for me because technically I would not be homeless, and I think they're only going to be doing that if you're absolutely homeless. So because of that, I have to leave, and I chose to leave sooner rather than later because there's concern that the bus that comes from this town to Charlotte might stop running at some point soon. So I went ahead, bought my ticket really quick for Tuesday, and I'll be flying back to Maryland that day. So this live is just going to be me like losing my mind because there's so much stuff that I have to package away and decide what to do with because I've collected so much stuff, and while it's not a lot of stuff to be in a room, it's a lot of stuff to package and put away in a storage unit, if that makes sense. Like, it'll all fit in the storage unit. I just need to keep packing it up. I'm overwhelmed. I'm mad. I'm stressed that they only gave people basically 10 days to figure this out, which for a lot of people is not enough time. I'm lucky that I do have a family in Maryland that know that this is the best option for me to go back there. So they're still going to be doing online classes, which means I'll just be doing my classes from Maryland. But yeah, this is like a whole nightmare. Worst case scenario. Crazy. I didn't think that they would do this because we only have I think 17 cases in North Carolina out of 10 million. There's 10 million residents in North Carolina, and we only have 17 cases. So I never thought that they would do all of this here. But yeah, so that's why this is happening. That's why I'm like, I can't believe it. So since I found out, I've been rushing to get things together. So I do have a plane ticket. I have a bus ticket to get back, and I'll be going back. And now it's just a thing of figuring all this stuff out. But yeah, for what is going to be best, I do have to put Amias and Leo in storage, just so I only have to take one doll with me and bring only girl clothes that are for the season. I think what I'm going to end up having to do is getting rid of a lot of clothes, which I didn't want to do because a lot of the clothes I collect for a reason. I collect the clothes so much because I didn't use it for dolls that I sell. But in this situation, I might have to get rid of some clothes and just lose out on some money for that. Because I don't want to check more than 3 bags in the airport. That'd just be so much money and so much to check. Granted, my ticket from Charlotte to Baltimore was only $29, by the way. My plane ticket, by the way. That's a plane ticket. Plane tickets are extremely cheap right now because no one really wants to travel. But yeah, costs are adding up, and I'm overwhelmed, to say the least. Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, they're kicking us out. So because of that, I'm going to go ahead and package them up
Just, So they'll be fine in the storage unit. There's nothing going to happen to them. They'll be safe. And just to make sure, I'm packaging them in their snowsuits so they'll be safe. And I'll miss them. I'll miss them so much, but this is really the best option that I've been thinking about how to deal with this. And this is the best option, is to put them in storage until I can come back whenever they'll let us come back. But I just got an email from the housing, my dorm housing, and there's a way that we can completely check out and not have to come back to come and then check out again. So I think that's what I'm going to do. They call it express checkout. I think that's what I'm going to do on Tuesday after I move everything out, have them do the express checkout. So I don't have to come back whenever they say you can come back. I can just stay in Maryland and finish up my classes and just stay there for the summer until everything is figured out. But I'm overwhelmed, and this is a giant overreaction. It really, really is. But I was nervous about flying just because I didn't want to get sick, but I doubt there's really going to be even people on the plane in general. I feel like there's going to be no one really traveling because of the fear. So I think I'll be fine. But it is stressful a little bit. Even though I'm young and relatively healthy, you want to be a little bit cautious, but you don't want to overreact like what my university is doing. And my thing is, I feel bad for people, the international students, because we have international students who now have to figure out what to do. So I don't know. It's crazy. I'm going to put a diaper on his head as well to make sure that he's safe. But yeah, so I'll be finishing, like I said, I'll be finishing my Alexis kit, and she will be the one that's going with me. That way I only have to bring girls' stuff with me, and I'm going to limit the stuff greatly that I am bringing with me. So I'll show you guys that in a second after I'm finishing. So he's all packaged up. And that's Amias is packaged up. And now let's package up Leo. Majority of the exchange students are going back to where they are from. This girl's from. Well, I'm talking about our exchange students. So people from our university that might now be stuck in Europe where they're not from. That's my concern. Like those students who did the exchange program, so they went from America to somewhere else. Now they're might be stuck. And a lot of students obviously don't have money to be stuck somewhere. And I don't know what they're going to do with that. I don't know what they're going to do with those students. Why don't you have them shipped to your home? Because then I would still have to ship them back, and I don't want to do all that. It's just not worth it to me to do that with them. Especially because I'm going to be getting another doll anyway. That'll be done shortly. So I'll end up with two, but I'm only taking one with me. So that would be too much. That's just too much to do. It's too much to deal with. So it's just I can't deal with taking them with me. It's just not practical. I did think about that, of course, but it's just not practical. But yeah, so yeah, I'm just so overwhelmed. I don't even know. When I first found out about it, I was absolutely speechless. And at that point, they still hadn't put out like an official email. So I was like, this isn't real. They're not really going to kick us out of our dorms, are they? So I went ahead and I personally called housing, and they were like, yeah, we're gonna put out a statement soon, but it's happening. So it is what it is. So the best way to react is to just move forward and hope for the best. But So he's now packaged up nice and safe. So they're both ready to be put in my storage unit. And now I'm going to put all the stuff that's going in my storage unit in this corner. After I need to take this down. Take the rest of the stuff out of this. And figure out what to do with this stuff. Hi, April. Yeah, I'm really mad at myself for collecting this amount of stuff, but I also am not at the same time. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, I'm glad I have all this stuff, but it is very annoying to have to deal with all of it all at once. Because normally when I leave for the summer, I have a lot of time to prepare. Like I start moving my stuff into a storage unit in like April, and we don't usually leave until like May. So I have usually a month or a month and a half where I'm continuously packing things and moving things. And now I have till Tuesday to get everything figured out and packed away. So not great. Not great at all. When do you come back? I don't know. That's the point. That's the problem. I don't think we do come back. For the rest of the year, our classes are online, and after March 23rd, it's just done. We're done. So I don't think we do come back. Like, unless you didn't check out completely from your dorm, then you come back. But we're not coming back, I don't think. So I'm only planning to have these bags with me. So we'll see how that goes. Honestly, what I think is going to happen is I think I'm going to get a bigger suitcase tomorrow so that I can make sure I fit my oven and all my supplies that I need to take with me. Because these are these are technically carry-on size bags, all of them. But I want a bigger one so I can put the oven and stuff in. So that being said, one of those is going to be, I think the black one is going to be tossed or something. And I'm going to try to fit all my clothes into that duffel bag, which will be a carry-on bag. Because I have some clothes at my Nana's house. This is like, I'm so overwhelmed. It's very overwhelming. I really don't even know where to, like, I've already obviously started packing things. I packed a lot of stuff and went through a lot of stuff, but it's just very overwhelming. And I really I'm getting like super overwhelmed and don't know where to like continue from here packing stuff. Like, I don't know what to do next. I've taken so much stuff down. I've taken all the stuff down. Oh, I need to take this down. And then I'm gonna figure out what to do with the girl stuff, what stuff I'm gonna actually take with me that'll go in. I think that black bag or the blue bag. One of those bags will have the baby girl stuff that I plan on taking with me. Yes, everyone asks about air dry paints, and I've said it a lot of times because it doesn't work for me. Air dry paints are super frustrating. They're very hard to deal with. A lot of times they don't stick to the vinyl. I've tried different types of air dry paints too, and none of them worked for me. And they always were shiny regardless of how much matting I put on them. I used air dry paints when I first started, very, very first started, and I hated it, especially for ethnic dolls. It doesn't give you a lot of control. It dries too quickly. I hate air dry paints, but so that's not gonna work. But since I'll be at my Nana's house for so long, I'll have plenty of time to paint, and since my classes will be online, I'll definitely have a lot of time to make dolls, and so that's good. That's the good part of it. That since I'll have more like a place to actually work in, you know. But it's super overwhelming, as you can see how much stuff I have. Oh my god. I'll probably go off live soon. I just wanted to tell you guys what's happening and that I am leaving, unfortunately, on Tuesday. And so you guys aren't confused of why you don't see Leo
in Amias. It's because they're in storage. I just wanted to update you guys on what's happening because I went live. What was that? That was yesterday, and we were not being kicked out yet. So things happened quickly. Things escalated definitely quickly, and yeah, unexpected. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna go off live now because I'm just so stressed and I need to figure this stuff out, get rid of stuff, throw stuff away, and just figure out what to do from here. But yeah, I just wanted to update everyone. So I hope you guys are having a better day than I am. um, but yeah, happy Friday. Friday the 13th are actually usually like my lucky days, but guess not this Friday the 13th hasn't been a lucky day. So yeah. All right. I will talk to you guys whenever I have a chance with all this going on. Um yeah. If you guys are just jumping in, just rewatch the live. I explain why I have to leave and when I'm leaving. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys whenever I have time. Sometime probably Sunday when I've settled everything because we're going to start taking things to my storage unit tomorrow. So things will probably be more settled after that. But yeah, see you guys.